Yo, what's up, everybody? Listen, I just wanted to post a quick video talking about traveling to Asia right now because you guys have been hitting me up asking me whether or not it's worth it to book a trip over. It's a hard question to answer, and it's going to be a personal decision that you're going to have to make, but I'm going to try to give you some insight and some information to help you make an educated decision. So, first and foremost, the airlines, I'm talking about the international airlines, not our domestic carriers, Delta, American, JetBlue. We know they suck. The international carriers have been fantastic. They seem to have their shit together. Even though they're just getting ramped up, all the systems seem to be running at full speed. No delays, no issues. They're all fully staffed. At least they appear to be. The staff, as usual, charming, friendly, nice, customer service oriented, no dirty looks, no bitchy announcements. Everybody has been super friendly, super nice. They still have their mask mandates in place, but they're kind of lenient on it. I mean, my flight over from America, I probably had my mask on maybe 10% of the flight and was only asked to put it on once during the entire flight. And that was my bad because I was actually moving about the aircraft. Really, the only issue that we've had with the airlines over here has been flight availability. Most of the carriers here had to mothball their fleets during the COVID lockdowns. I mean, obviously nobody was traveling, so you don't need a bunch of airplanes. So routes were eliminated. So obviously, it's going to take them some time to build those schedules back up and start flying all the routes again. Now, as for the airports themselves, they are empty. I mean, empty. I've never seen Bangkok or Manila like this. No line at the check-in counter, no line through security. You're literally from point A to point B faster than ever. That's a benefit. Now, the negative, services are not yet restored. There's no bars or restaurants open. You're going to be lucky if you can hit up a Burger King. Just like this one. Now, personally, I'd rather be sitting at the airport bar drinking a shitty $12 cocktail than eating a Whopper. But these days, beggars can't be choosers. Take what you can get. As for the rest of the airport, you want a $1,000 purse or a fancy watch, perhaps a bottle of whiskey or a carton of smokes. You know all the duty-free shops, these bastards will stay open through anything. The apocalypse hits, they'll still be open. Sort of interesting how all the large corporate stores manage to stay open during a shutdown, yet all the small businesses close. I know, we're getting political, get away from that. Well, there's more to come on that. Look, if you're a big COVID fan, turn this video off. You're going to hate the rest of it. Because now we're going to talk about government COVID mandates and negotiating them, traveling from airport to airport and country to country. And yeah, that was a bird you just heard in the background. I told you, it's quiet in here. Look at this place. The elephant in the room here is that people just aren't willing to jump through the hoops in order to travel to Asia yet. I get it. I did a whole video on filling out the Thailand pass requirements. There's the link there. And any way you slice it, it's a pain in the ass. Drop the entry protocols and these places will fill up. And don't tell me that you can't, because you absolutely can. All the measures that they're putting in place to try to reduce the spread of COVID get knocked off the table through the procedures that they have implemented at these airports to begin with. And I'm talking about the government, not the airlines. Let's be specific about this. In Thailand's case, once you arrive, you immediately get put into a large queue of people waiting for approved transportation to approved hotels. This, asinine. The Philippines even took it a step farther. Upon arrival, they took everybody off of our airplane, stuck everybody into one waiting room, sat them all next to each other so that they could verify each passenger's paperwork before allowing you to proceed through customs. No social distancing. Hey, if you really want to prevent the spread of COVID, don't cram everybody into one fucking room. And for the life of me, I don't understand what they're verifying. We've already uploaded all of our documents to the government website. They've been verified by the airline before they gave us a boarding pass, but now we're going to do it a third time, and this is the method that you choose to do it. Doesn't make any sense to me, but none of this has since the start. Pro tip, when traveling, make sure you carry multiple copies of all the required documentation. especially your last COVID test, which depending on the country you're traveling to is going to need to be within 24 to 48 hours. Now, surprisingly, there's a huge lack in testing facilities over here. I mean, I was really surprised by this. Dominican Republic, United States, there's testing facilities everywhere. Here, not so much. In fact, you're probably going to have to coordinate it through whatever hotel you're staying in to get that test to come back to the United States or to get that test to go to a different country. And most of them are saying it takes hours to get results, not 15 or 20 minutes. So pre-plan your COVID testing when you're here. Okay, so is it worth it coming over here? Yes. Once you navigate your way through the bureaucracy and get to the other side of the airport, life is pretty good. And it's getting better every day that we've been here. I was fully expecting to have a mask on my face and a vaccine card ready to show at every turn during our little adventure over here, but that has not been the case. That hasn't been the case at all. I haven't had my mask on my face in probably 4 days. I've never pulled my vaccine card out. Telling you, once you navigate the airport and the entry procedures, life here is getting back to normal quickly. These countries are slowly getting their feet put back underneath them. I mean, the fallout from COVID here was severe, especially in the hospitality industry. The entire tourism industry got kicked in the balls about as hard as you could kick it. The benefit to us is the noticeable lack of traffic. We've been able to Lewis and Clark our way around for you guys from city to city, province to province with relative ease. After 10 days of moving around, this is what I can tell you. Thailand, once you navigate the test and go procedure and get through the bureaucracy of it, the price of admission is definitely worth it. We had a great time in Pattaya and Bangkok. Everything seems to be firing on all cylinders again. The hotels that are open, the restaurants, the bars, phenomenal. Clean, good service. Everybody seemed fully staffed. Now, like I've said before, there is still plenty of fallout from COVID-19. You're going to see it everywhere. But there's definitely pockets of life. You're not going to be bored. You're not going to be sitting in your hotel room wondering what you're going to do at night. Let's put it that way. Philippines. We arrived in Manila. We went to the Makati district, and that's where the trouble began. Took 2 different hotels for us to find an acceptable room. Both of the previous ones, the rooms smelt like mold. They were dirty. They were not ready to do business yet. So we moved on from there pretty quickly. Also, seemed dirty. Lots of beggars out on the street. I'll leave it like that. We're now in Angeles City. There'll be a video posted on this coming shortly. There's bright spots in Angeles too. ABC Hotel, Central Park, both phenomenal, both fully opened, fully staffed, great service as always. The rooftop bars are open. I'd say probably 60-70% of the go-go's in town are open. There's action, but noticeable lack of tourism here. Right now, my opinion would be travel to Thailand, complete green light, you won't be disappointed. Travel to the Philippines, yellow light, be sure you know what you're getting into. I'm not 100% positive that they're ready yet. Now, later this week, we're heading to Boracay. We're going to go down to Bohol. So the islands might be a different story. If they are, you know I'm going to let you guys know. Subscription, notifications, follow along. I hope this helps some of you guys who are sitting there thinking about planning a trip over here. Last topic, and probably the most important to a lot of you guys out there. I know many of you travel over to Asia for the quote-unquote dating scene. Like shooting fish in a barrel right now. I mean, there's just really no tourists here, and there's plenty of girls looking to hang out with a foreign guy for a couple days. Me, I've got a beautiful girlfriend back in the Dominican Republic, who, by the way, is going to kill me for putting her ass on this video. I don't need to partake in the nonsense here, but I've seen plenty of guys walking around hand in hand with a big smile on their face. I hope this video helps some of you make an informed decision about whether to travel or whether not to travel. Look, you want to pay me back? You can buy me a drink. There's the link. Or you can help me grow this channel by sharing the videos, making sure that you're subscribed, making sure that the notification button is clicked, and by leaving comments. Is there something you want to see on this channel that we haven't shown you? Is there expanded content? You want to see more girls? You want to see more bars? You want to see more beaches? Tell me. We're over here filming. Now's the time to speak up. All right, you guys, Danny from Whiskey and Rum signing off from Angeles City in the Philippines.